Hi, everybody. It's October 29th, 2025. Hmm. Um, in life, some of us get addicted to the battles that we go through. Um, Sometimes battles are fun. Sometimes not knowing the outcome gives spice to our life and helps us raise the courage to rise to the occasion. Battles um, alleviate boredom. They alleviate listlessness when you have a definite point in the fight that you want to resolve. So battles become kind of a spiritual distraction, but it really is more of a battle to appreciate peace, to appreciate the absence of drama and the absence of purpose. That is a battle in and of itself, and it is a tougher battle to comprehend and get a grasp on as we get older, or even in our youth, actually. So life is intrinsically a battle. It may not always be brutal, it may not always be unfair, but there is battle in the absence of violence and trouble. There's battles in the absence of meaning. So the fight is the fight is how you react to what is given to you or what is taken from you in life. So this gets me thinking about the rhythms of challenges. Challenges are presented to us in many manner and uh, at different times of our experience and in uh, different increments uh, of volatile natures. They could be relatively simple to deal with, or they could be increasingly complex as you climb up the ladder. So one rhythm of challenge that may come in your life is, first, there will be a sneaky kind of insinuation that something bad is coming. And so what happens, you get on edge, you start to get prepared to fight, you clench up, you ball up your fists, metaphorically speaking, you look around for the danger coming. And so it waits for you to let down your guard, and then you let down your guard and you think that you were just being paranoid, that you were just being gaslighted in a certain sense. And then very hard hits you once you let down your guard, and it kind of takes you back and surprises you and gets you kind of frantic and afraid. And then they'll keep on dumping on you until you either submit, run away, or give in to temptation, or just lose something that you didn't want to lose. And if you make it through that surprise sucker punch, then it's going to keep on coming at you until it thinks it gets what it wants. And if you don't give in, that's a victory that denotes strength and denotes tenacity, and that kind of delays the next attack. So another rhythm of attack would be um, to come when you are tired. Once you finally tire out of taking care of business, your daily responsibilities, your you checked every box on the list. You checked every box on the list. You prepared for disaster. You got a little savings in your bank. You might have depleted most of it, but you got a little savings just in case something happens. But you basically resolved everything and you are exhausted. Then a little alert, something that alerts your attention will come along, and it's gonna take away your sense of security that you've built through all those steps that you taken so far, and then it's gonna wait for you to get unnerved because you could feel it. You could feel it on the on the outskirts of your awareness that something's there is waiting for you, and it just gives you that little sign like something's coming, but it's just gonna wait for you until you lose your nerve, and then it's gonna attack, and then whatever the outcome arrives, that's the outcome. But that's another rhythm of challenge. And so another rhythm of challenge is that if you are being proactively fighting against the proverbial demons in your life, and you are reaching new heights of positivity in your attitude and your spirit, you are conquering battle after battle after battle. You are sustaining a virtually unsustainable amount of output of positivity and light, and you're experiencing God influencing your life. And so you're working and working, and you feel like you have limitless energy. But the next rhythm of attack of challenge would be just attacking or applying pressure to your fatigue. And when they apply pressure to your fatigue after all this work you're doing, it gives you the sensation eventually like you're cracking. And what happens when you crack is that you start to get unnecessarily paranoid. You get that intense fight or flight instinct coming at you constantly. And if you keep fighting, you keep working through, and there's a potential to they're eventually going to crack you in the right spot and play on your insecurities and play on your fear. And then you'll have to eventually just take rest and start over. And if God willing, you make it through, that's an awesome victory. So you just have to get used to the different patterns, the different rhythms of challenge in your life. Once you get used to them, you kind of know how they try to play you, and you could often win against them and keep on progressing past them. So I hope this helps. Thanks.